Today we're going to talk about circles, all about circles. And so first of all, we're going to define what a circle is. A circle is the set of all points in a plane at a given distance from a given point. The set of all points in a plane at a given distance from a given point. And so I have a picture of a circle there, which you've all seen before. And then we're going to label a few things on that circle. First of all, what do we know the pink is? The pink dot, what is that? That's the center. Okay? The pink dot is the center. What do we know about the blue segment? That's the radius. Okay? So, we've got a center and a radius. Now every point along that black is going to be the same distance from the center. Okay, it's going to be the radius. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to now define what a chord is. So look at those pictures. We have chords, not a chord. Chords, not a chord. So based on those pictures, let's define what a chord is. What is a chord? A segment. A chord is a segment whose, what else?
Whose points are on the inside of the circle.
Whose endpoints lie on the circle. It's a line segment whose endpoints lie on the circle. Now notice they can lie anywhere, but that's why you specify that it's a segment. All right. Next thing we're going to talk about is we're going to talk about a diameter. Now some of you probably already know what a diameter is, but we have pictures of diameters there, and then we have pictures of not diameters. So what do you think a diameter is?
A segment that goes all the way through the circle and passes through the center.
Okay, I'll agree it passes through the center. Let's specify it even more.
A chord passes through the center?
Perfect, that's exactly right. A diameter is a chord that passes through the center. Because we've already defined a chord to have endpoints on the, and a diameter is also the longest chord possible in any circle. So a diameter is a chord that passes through the center, and then you have a diameter, and that is the longest chord. So now what we're going to do is we're going to look at something known as a tangent. Okay, and so up there on the board, don't worry about point of tangency yet, just worry about tangents, not tangents. So look at those. What do you come up with? What is a tangent?
It's a line
A line.
with one point on the outside of the circle.
A line that what? There you go, a line that touches what? The circle at one point. Okay, so let's see what we have here. A tangent is a line that intersects the circle only once. Touches a circle at only one point. And then we have the point of tangency. The point of tangency is where a tangent actually touches the circle. So the point of tangency is where a tangent touches the circle. And so the point of tangency here will be right there at C, at B, and at F. And we call those tangent points. Okay, next we're going to talk about congruent circles. Now these should kind of make sense, because when you talk about congruent, remember it meant geometrically equal. And so congruent circles are circles with the same radius. And so there's an example there. CDs, DVDs, they all have the same radius. They're all of the same circular shape. And then we have concentric circles. Concentric circles are coplanar circles that share the same center. And so there's examples of concentric circles. You have a ripple in the water. You have this, which looks like a target, yeah, bullseye, yep. So concentric circles, coplanar circles that share the same center. Now what we're going to do is we're going to talk about parts of a circle, arcs specifically. There's the definition of an arc. 2 points on a circle and a continuous part of the circle between the 2 points. There's an example of an arc, and then there's how arcs are written. So that first arc is written as AB, arc AB, or arc BA. And then last thing on that page, a semicircle is an arc whose endpoints are the endpoints of a diameter. So now what we're going to do is we're going to look specifically at 2 types of arcs. One is going to be called a minor arc, one is going to be called a major arc. Okay, first thing is a minor arc. Minor arc is an arc of a circle that is smaller than a semicircle, named by the endpoints of the arc. Then we have a major arc, an arc of a circle that is larger than a semicircle, named by the endpoints of the arc and a point in between the endpoints. I'll let you get that down, and then we will discuss those. Okay, so a minor arc, an arc of a circle that is smaller than a semicircle. So if you look here, this is the minor arc, smaller than a semicircle. Basically, think of a semicircle as half a pizza. So if it's smaller than half, that's a minor arc. And we only name that by the endpoints, P and D. The major arc, on the other hand, is going to be the bigger of the two. It's got to be larger than a semicircle, so bigger than half a pizza. So here, this one is bigger than half the pizza. I'm going to name that PAD. You always got to use a third point there. Or I could name it DAP. Okay, you can't just intersperse though, like I couldn't name this APB or APD. I have to name it in order as it goes around the circle. So let's go ahead and look at the next one. The very last thing that we're going to look at today, okay, up here on the board, we've noticed that BC is a minor arc because it's it's smaller than half of a pizza. We measure minor arcs using degrees. So if this angle here is 45 degrees, then this arc is 45 degrees. Down here, this major arc, arc BDC, that has a measure then of 315 degrees, so we know measure of arc BDC is 315. Another side note, that is the same as the reflex angle. Okay, your assignment for tomorrow. Pages 72, 73, 1 through 11, 19 through 21. Okay, 1 through 11, 19 through 21.